Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Room Number 9. So, last time we cut into Daichi, Seiji had a little bit of fun, and then they bought a treadmill and have just been sort of happily walking on it. It's kind of weird, and a lot of other people pointed that out too, that they're just happily exercising in this situation, but they're doing it, and I guess they need some exercise because they didn't do the nasty. I'm assuming they burned a lot of calories doing their other sexual tasks. But, so yeah, they need to burn off their calories this way now. Also, was it still using the happy music this far into the game back in my other route? I'm not sure. But, we have happy music now, so let's hope it stays happy. Let's get right into it. When I got on and started walking, the belt began to move under my feet. My legs seemed like they were in decent condition, and of course, if there's another opportunity to hurt Daichi, we will be doing so. That's just what we gotta do for this route. My mood really did suffer if I didn't get enough exercise.
どうだ
So he was getting enough exercise in the other route then.
全然平気
I had the speed set to a brisk walk and gradually sped up to a bit of a jog. Yeah, I can do this. I'm gonna turn up the incline too. Why is this funny? He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do such a great cardio workout. Good for you. I increased the load some, but I could take it. Ooh, Seiji's the one who can take some loads, honey. I could take it with Seiji by my side. Look, Seiji, I'm fine. Seiji was the one taking loads with you by his side. Do you remember that ending?
何かあったらすぐ降りろよ俺は汗流してくるちょ
He abandoned me and went into the bathroom. What was the point of me showing off then? You were trying to show off to Simp? Trying to show off to him? I don't... I reset the incline on the treadmill. I decided to just exercise like normal. It was better than the strength training I did the other day. My arm wasn't hurting and my heart wasn't beating too hard. My red blood cells were hard at work to get me through living here. I'm gonna survive this. I'm gonna get out of here with Seiji. Ah, that was great. Maybe I should have gone a little faster though. It felt like it'd been ages since I'd sweat on my body that wasn't cold tear sweat. Funny when you consider we came here to enjoy the summer heat. After he got out of the shower, Seiji drank water and started looking at his e-reader. I figured I probably should get a shower too.
なあシャワー浴びたらパッと取り替えてくれる
Aw, that's cute. He has to help him get dressed.
あ
Aw, they're so in love with each other. Regardless of what anyone thinks. He got the tape and everything ready. I just had to remove the dressing and wash the wound myself. The bathroom was still full of steam and the mirror was foggy. Just the center was clear, almost like it had been wiped off. I guess the backside of the glass was heated. Another pretty standard hotel feature. I examined my face closely. My expressionless eyes stared back at me. Was the person staring back at me the same... Bruh. You don't even have the excuse of... I don't even know... doing a bunch of weird stuff with Seiji anymore. I mean, we kind of still did that, but not as much. Your cells slowly replace themselves every day, so I guess technically speaking, I was at least slightly different than I was when I arrived. But the thing that had changed more was probably what's inside me, right? Was I still me? And what about Seiji? God, this is... It's just so out of left field when he brings this up. It's like, nothing that big has happened, dude. It's okay, even if I change, and even if Seiji changed, we're still friends for now and forever. Well, I hope so. Because it wasn't the case last time. I washed my body and then thoroughly washed my wound as well. I dried off the outside. Has it closed up enough to let water hit it? To, like, take off the bandage and let water hit it? How long has it been? A day? But the inside was still wet. It was kind of weird how, despite how deep it wasn't bleeding anymore. It was gross how squishy it looked, but that just meant it was healing. It hurt a little, but once I moistened a new piece of gauze, I returned to Seiji. He pressed the pad down firmly on my arm with his long fingers. This is just a meme. Seiji's long-ass fingers is just a meme in this game, and it needs to die. And wrapped it to bind the wound together.
なんともないんだな。
もうくっついてきてるみたい。俺の体力すごくね？
I gently poked the wound through the pad. Stop that! It stung a little, but didn't seem like it was going to open up.
おい、触るな。
I know.
平気平気。
無茶するな。
This injury's nothing. That was why I didn't mind making it my turn next. Ooh. It's gonna be Daichi's turn again.
こっちの方言わかる？
Accent?
全くだ。
Well, we've already seen this. I don't know what they're talking about, but we've seen it, so I'm skipping. I have something to say. Anything. Oh, I know just the thing. Can someone turn off that damn music?
俺さ、左手怪我してんだよな。
知ってる。
Oh, is like the task to do. You have to use your hand to pleasure Seiji somehow. One of those tasks. Then he's gonna be like, "Oh, I can't do that with my hurt arm, so you just gotta make me bleed more instead." Right? How wouldn't he have known that?
あと、俺右利き。
Well then, no, you can still do it.
俺もだ。
I'll just stop there. No, face his head on, Daichi.
横に座って、俺が左手でやるか。
Okay, well, I think we can skip. Actually, should we order one of these P channels? That still sounds wrong, actually. Just saying P channel? Ooh, water sports. We still have 1 point to spare.
シャワー浴びてくる。
Alright. Do you want to talk first? Maybe after. Maybe we'll talk as we cuddle each other in bed later. But yeah, so we just had a lot of fun. I was I'm sure you saw the scene, but I was very surprised that Seiji initiated a kiss, because this whole route, well, I say this whole route like it hasn't only been 2 videos, but so far we've only been sort of denying ourselves our true feelings. And I guess that motivated Seiji to express his true feelings. And that just really surprised me. So, I really hope they can actually talk, like I said. Have a real conversation before they even do another task. I think that would be great. Anyway. Seiji pulled away first. His stomach was smeared with trails of... whose? I couldn't tell. And lube. It looked almost like snail trails across his skin. That's interesting way to describe it. I had to turn away when I saw his languid expression. The sheets were dirty. I needed to put them out for cleaning. I encouraged him with a nod without even remembering to close my mouth. I watched him stagger off, cupping the sticky substance with one hand to prevent it from dripping. I plucked a big wad of tissues from the box and used it to wipe off my hands and stomach before tossing it into the trash can. 3-pointer with my cum tissue, great. I'm sure Seiji would have given me a weird look for that. What with his good manners and proper upbringing and all. I relaxed and flopped down on the bed. I stared up at the ceiling, which was far too stylish for what was essentially a cell. I had sex with Seiji. I mean, there was no penetration, but what we did was clearly, if not literally, sex. Or maybe just one step short of it, it was sex. Ah. Is he getting turned on again just thinking about it? Huh? What is this feeling? Like my heart or my lungs or my stomach, something feels tight. Oh crap, my vision was getting dark, and my hands were cold. What, is he dying? I'd felt the feeling before. It's just how I felt when I realized we were trapped in here. It was even worse this time. I felt like the walls were closing in on me.
やべ
Seiji was using the bathroom. I got off the bed, rushed over to the trash can, and got on my knees. Why is he throwing up? Would have been a delicious meal is now sitting sadly at the bottom of a plastic bag. I kept retching even after my stomach was empty, like my body was trying to expel every last bit. I guess you gotta expel all that homophobia in your system before you can accept that you're gay. There was nothing left. I felt like puking, but nothing else was going to come up, except for my feelings. F this. I hate this. I'm crying. I'm too weak. Seiji could endure everything, but I'm reduced to this miserable mess. What? Why are there so many E's in care? I care about him so much. He was the only person who always stood by me no matter what. I wanted to be there for him, to support him when he's suffering, so why was I like this? How did things turn out this way? My arm stung. I looked down at my left arm wrapped around the trash can. It was tinged with blood. Seiji's going to be mad at me. It wasn't a lot of blood though, so it's probably fine. Daichi acts like a child sometimes. Seiji's gonna be mad at me? He's not your mom. Ah, no, I can't let him see this. I tied off the bag and tossed it into the exchange chamber's garbage bin. Effing L. 8th day. Oh, it's already the 8th day? I thought it was earlier. I guess I forgot. Well, it's skip time. Alright, let's do 2. What's 2? I mean, we'll figure it out. I'm assuming it's Hertz Daichi task. I just couldn't. I couldn't choke Seiji. I had a feeling that option was going to make Seiji feel demeaned, and I didn't want to make him cross-dress, but it was better than choking him. Ooh, has he ever made that expression before? His eyes are like, he's squinting so hard. I don't think I've ever seen him do that expression before. Even if it wouldn't kill him, I was scared of possible side effects. He was my best friend after all. At the very least, I didn't want him to die or do anything that might damage that big, beautiful brain of his. It's like, Seiji Daichi just sense so hard sometimes, it just interrupts my entire flow of reading and like enjoying the story. I can't. It's just it's an impediment to the story. His simping. So the cross-dressing option was clearly better, right? I'd protect him. Okay, so the option 2 is cross-dressing apparently. Seiji must have been like, no, I won't allow you to hurt yourself for this task. You've lost too much blood. Even if I didn't really believe that, even if I knew I was just fooling myself.
わかった
He quietly nodded and looked down at the tablet again. So I guess he didn't even get a choice this time. That was the end of the conversation. We'd do it later. The pallor? I've never seen that word, pallor. And tension I could see from the back of his neck told me as much. I felt tremendously guilty, and I'd have to sit with that feeling until that evening. The silence was brutal. But I couldn't even crack a joke to try to ease the tension. I just had to wait away the hours with that uncomfortable anticipation. Warm, humid air flowed into the room, and I could sense someone approaching the bed. Seiji had left the bathroom. He was probably still wearing nothing but a towel. I was sitting on the other side of the bed with my back to him, and had left a designated underwear set and lube on the bed. I didn't want to watch him change, and I was sure Seiji wouldn't have wanted me to either. It was so weird. We should have spent the day playing in the ocean under the summer sun and be coming home exhausted after too much fun. If we'd really been lucky, we might have been able to do this sort of thing with girls we'd met on the beach. Come on, hon. I thought you puked out your homophobia. He changed in complete silence. Part of me was a little excited, and my stomach also felt like it was full of lead. I hate this. I don't want to see him like that. I don't want to do this. I could feel the bed sink from added weight.
もういい
I kept reminding myself that I didn't have a choice, that I had to do it. Okay guys, so I actually jumped back here because the next, after clicking through this, we have another scene of Seiji cross-dressing. So I'm actually going to end the video here. This is going to be a fairly short video, actually. But you know what? That's fine. I'm actually very tired right now. Within the last 3 days, I've gotten, like, a combined 8 hours of sleep, so pretty tired. So I'm just going to call this a short video for today, but I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Tell me what you think about Seiji kissing Daichi. That was weird, but they never talked about it. They never talked about it. That was really unfortunate. And Daichi's still, you know, he got out, I think, a little bit of the homophobia, but not all of it when he was puking. So, yeah. Bye, guys.